My name is Ryan Sommer. I am the writer and creator, along with Lar, of Looking for Group.
How did this all come about?
The world of Looking for Group has always been like this fun, kind of standalone, crazy world where anything can happen. The thought of letting people play in that world and experience that world in the form of a video game was always kind of appealing to me.
I have a quest hat now. Ask me for a quest.
You know, the more we could do in there, the more we could offer people the chance to be Richard, be Kale, and just destroy things. It's just, I wanted to play it.
The word hero is used excessively these days, but never so appropriately as now. Why a video game?
This idea for a video game is something we've long considered and long, tried to do. And what we really want to do is obviously do this video game, but we're not a video game company. So we started looking around and we started talking to people, and eventually, fortunately, super fortunately, we were approached by the fantastic guys over at Paladin, and they said, hey, we want to make a video game with you.
Yeah, Paladin is a small independent development studio based in the Netherlands. So yeah, we're a happy bunch. We're 12 people in a small office, and we just love to build games. Recently published our first big independent title called Momonga Pinball Adventures. It's a quirky pinball game for iOS.
And we looked and we saw what these guys do and what they can do, and they were fans of LFG, and it just this weird symbiotic relationship between Blind Ferret and Paladin was just born.
Who are you and what do you do?
Hi, my name is Tim Hengeveld and I'm the game designer on LFG and the Fork of Truth.
My name is Jorik and I'm a programmer here at Paladin Studios.
My name is Jimmy de Mesa. I'm 29 years old. I'm an artist at Paladin Studios.
I am bored. What is it like to convert a comic to a game world?
I think the most awesome part about LFG that really translates well into a game is the humor in everything. It's really fun to be able to mess with hilarious side effects to all the attacks and really put some twists on certain things that other games haven't done yet.
I am not a female. Don't make this weird. What genre is it?
The genre of this game is a hack and slash 4-player co-op game.
It's kind of in the middle between action RPG and a dungeon crawler sort of hack and slash game.
Thank goodness you saw me. Some goblins called me names and took my apples.
What's the most awesome thing about the LFG game?
I think the most fun about the gameplay is going to be the teamwork. So there's 4 people playing together, and of course Richard is going to be ridiculously overpowered, as he should be. But of course, with that power comes no responsibility. So when Richard does his powers, he's going to inflict a lot of damage, but also on his teammates.
I do not like this.
It was hard, right? Because what we're really doing here is we're letting somebody else play with our children, in like an unsupervised visit. And it was really, I was nervous and I was scared, and then the first time they submitted something to us and they got the humor and they got the stupidity and they got the characters, and I was like, okay, you can watch my kids.
God, you're needy.
One of the core philosophies of Paladin is that we want to make people smile, and it could be a sweet twinkle or a loud laugh or evil grin. For LFG, it's probably going to be the evil grin.
Pause. But this guy's apples.
Seriously?
What's on apple income? Also, do you have children, and would you describe them as lean or fatty? What part of the project are you working on?
So I'm actually working on the characters. So I actually looked at the comic and looked at the art style from the comic, and the environment and the characters, and now I try to translate them into my own art style, and it goes pretty well until now.
What do you think of the different art style?
LFG, The Fork of Truth, the video game, when Somer pitched it to me, I took some time and I designed the original troop as game sprites, as sort of, cute, chibi-fied characters of themselves. And Somer began taking that around, looking for a game company.
Defend the weak! Prepare yourselves.
And when, Jimmy over at Paladin came back to us with his take on how the characters could work, it was so exciting to see them. They were so vibrant, they were so funky, they were twisted in ways I wouldn't normally do.
Okay, I really hope you guys appreciate the art style that I made for these games. I know it was kind of different than the original comic, but I hope you find it satisfying how I actually translate the characters, so you can still be a fan of this kind of art style and relate to them.
Tell us about the story. What's going to happen?
I don't know how much I can already tell you about the story, but as you can probably infer from the title, it's going to be about the Fork of Truth, and it's going to be the central piece in an epic story where it's going to be very useful to have it.
Let's go and get those apples. But I'm taking his quest hat. And possibly his children. You can take the hat. And the children. Richard, we're wasting time here when we could be chasing after those precious apples. I have a quest hat now. Ask me for a quest.
These are not scholarly pursuits.
They killed Frank. He's wanted from retirement.
Pony!
Prepare yourselves.
So you probably don't know who I am, but my name is Ariadne McGillivray and I work here at Blind Ferret as something, communications director. But many of you may actually recognize my name because I answer almost all of your emails and messages and comments.
You ever hear this magical thing called armor?
I'm kind of the project manager for Looking for Group in the Fork of Truth video game. We hope you really enjoyed that little taste of the LFG video game, and I want you to know that that took about 2 months to make. So the full game is going to take about a year and a bit, and we're going to try and make it as amazing as possible. It's going to comprise 12 levels throughout Ligarian, and you're going to see all your favorite LFG people, you're going to see all your favorite LFG places, you're going to get that amazing humor that we see in the comic. And we just really need your help to get there. This is a hugely ambitious project, but we know that we can do it.
It's not murder if I'm having fun.
We've got a ton of unique fun rewards for you. We've got some really good stretch goals that are just going to help make the game bigger and better. It's going to help us port it onto different devices. It's just going to be amazing.
These are not scholarly pursuits.
So as soon as we get funding, Paladin gets the green light, and we just start working on this game non-stop. We are looking at a release for December of 2014, so hopefully next Christmas you guys are going to have some really cool games under the tree.